Oh man, I am so excited about this. We'll be playing Chrono Trigger from start to finish. My favorite game of all time. I fucking love Chrono Trigger so much. A lot of people say like, my favorite this or my favorite that. No, this is literally my favorite fucking game ever. Since I was a little kid. Mom took me to a video store. And there's various selection. Saw this on there. Thought the name was intriguing. The logo was intriguing. That little instruction book tied to it. So I had to pick it up. And I was not disappointed. As many of you know, critically acclaimed, awesome game. This is going to be great. So, we begin here. Chrono's getting woke up by his mom. Hell no, we didn't sleep well. So much excitement at the Millennial Fair. In fact, I'm sorry to say, I really don't fart around too much at the fair. Later I do, but we'll get into that far down the road. And of course, I was sleeping with my regular clothes on. Who doesn't? Especially my big belt. I'm just going to set some options. We like that battle speed on fast. I prefer wait instead of active for the battles, especially for this LP. And we'll leave all this shit the way it is. Let's go! Forgotten her name. I mean, when you live in a town of about 15 people and you only have one, you know, your kid only has one friend. I mean, mom's obviously losing it. Oh, it's so sad setting in. See, she forgot something else. My money. Better pay up. Doing all kinds of work around here. Just busting into people's houses. Remember, there's some treasure in this town, so I'm just going to kind of do a quick peek around. Yeah, Mayor's house is where it's at. Stealing stuff. In typical JRPG fashion. JRPG. Yeah, I knew there was one more house. Nothing in here. Off to the fair! Oh! See? Found the first problem. There's a dinosaur that lives in this fair. Alright, we're gonna talk to Melchior. We're gonna buy the Iron Blade. And all the times I've played this game, many times, I don't think I've ever actually used the first initial sword, the wooden one. Oh! Head-on collision. Now, for those of you that have played the game before, you know what I'm doing. Like talking to her first, my actions are deliberate. You'll see why if you've never played. When she says walk around for a little bit, she means it. Now I'm going to go ahead and rename her. I never liked Marl or Marley or however you pronounce it. Her real name is Nadia, which I'll get into. So there's, I believe, 3 characters in this game. I actually rename them their real names. Oh, Luca's device is all set up. But somebody's hungry. This is tricky here. There's a very slight consequence if you try to run away. So you just gotta stay still. Bought cotton candy. I didn't see her eat it. Just spending dough. Just want to point out too, for this Let's Play, I am going to be sort of quiet in important dialogue scenes, and I'm not reading any text. I might comment on it, but I think it's kind of cheesy. I don't like when people read dialogue in RPGs when they play them, because I like to read it myself, personally, so you're not going to see a lot of that shit. Oh, I just teleported! Now she wants to try. Aw, Luca's so jealous. Because Nadia has that Princess Jasmine costume. You know, I think this game came out before Aladdin. So, it would appear that Disney really ripped Nadia's clothes. Ripped it off. Not literally. All systems go. Foreboding music and a twinkle of the tits. Oh. I just love, everybody's just watching, especially Chrono. He just stands there like, no expression or anything. He's like, wow, that was something. Even though I just tried the telepod myself, and I know that's not how it's supposed to work. Cool, I'm gonna stay and watch. Couldn't have been your invention. Cue heroic music. Chrono! And with that, Luca sends an innocent bystander and her best friend to total oblivion. Everyone just assumes it sends you somewhere, but what if it just was a black hole? You go in, it just tears you to pieces. Goodbye, Luca! God, I hate you because you killed me! Now I'm just fucking around. Ooh! Now I remember as a kid, this effect was like amazing to me. I was like, whoa, that's nuts. Extreme graphics. It's fall here, and oh, little demons with asses for heads. Time to kill you. Ah. I know we should never imagine if fantasy is real, but just try to picture you're trying to leave the woods after you've gone through a dimensional gateway, and little midget guys with butts on their heads just start kicking you and punching you. I'd slash them with a sword too. I got more butt demons. Oh, them crits. No problem. Oh, Cyclone, how I love you. We'll be using that a lot. Chrono speed is already ridiculous, so I'm going to take the bandana off, which gives him a speed benefit. We're going to put Powerglove on, which gives him an attack benefit. The girls in the game can use a speed boost, so we'll give that bandana to someone else. Whee! Cyclone's so great. Alright, so now we're in a new area that looks very similar to our old area. His neighborhood, his village, kingdom. But there's a lot of fog and people dressed very differently. And let's not forget new background music, which obviously he hears. Do I want to throw down? Nothing to sell. No, I'll wait. I'll be picking up some money from the woods soon anyways. Just kind of checking around for treasure. Now, there's definitely some loot in here. Got some woodland creatures to worry about. People throwing stones. Alright, here's our first. There it is. Twinkle. And what that does is when you use them, they're kind of rare, but when you use them, it gives you like +1 to a stat permanently. And I save them for my final party at the end. Not gonna give it away yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be using the same group I always do at the end of the game. Very powerful. Drop a quick save. Now, not to spoil anything, and Luca is gonna get into it eventually, but it's kind of obvious from the title Chrono Trigger, the logo, that... Oh, Queen. We've gone back in time. Spoilers! Trust me, I didn't ruin anything. Please tell me you knew that by now. If not, that's okay. I will guide you. The Queen's kooky. There's a left wing and a right wing. I'm not going to explore at the moment, but we're going to go up here and grab some loot. So the very first crime I've committed is theft. We're going to steal some money out of the castle. Then there's some really cool armor and everything. I guess that's not worthy of theft. Just bust right in the king's room. Steal his armor. I mean, for a king, Bronze Mail's like one of the worst armors in the whole game. I don't know, maybe he's not a very haughty king. Maybe he's very modest. Or maybe he just doesn't fight in battle ever, so he doesn't really need good armor. Blacksmith's like, oh yes, Highness, this is the good shit. King's like, you sure? Like, oh, absolutely. Oh, the queen awaits. She got some handmaidens. Just see me. They witness me bust into the queen's room, steal her treasure, and then she's like, leave us. Sounds naughty. Oh, it's Nadia! Surprise! So they all think she's the queen? Plot thickens. Uh-oh. Something is wrong. The whole place has gone blue. Oh. Oh, this girl just doesn't get a break. Now she exploded. Ripped in an interdimensional gateway. And then torn to pieces. And then you're like, oh, da-da-da. I'll be back later, guys. So if they were smart and, like, right after I left, checked the room and saw she was gone, now I've committed 2 crimes. Grand Theft Castle, Grand Theft Queen, or murder. Oh, she's a princess, so she looks like her ancestor. So we're in the past. Luca explains it a little better than me. Popping babies out. Boop. One more. That's how it really works, kids. All the kings must have liked blondes. Oh, you bitch slapped her. Slap, you're dead. Nah. What a prick. So that little guy ruins history. Just him. That motherfucker. Alright, we gotta put a stop to his plan. Now, since I'm skipping a huge amount of NPCs that would be telling me the story of what's going on, this is my time, or Chrono's time, is 1000 AD. And this is 600 AD, so we've gone back 400 years. And during this time, the kingdom is fighting a sorcerer and his forces. His name is Magus. And please, before we even begin, first episode, I'm just gonna do pronunciations how I've always thought of it in my head. I always thought it was Magus. I've heard people say Magus and Magus and lots of things, but we're gonna go with Magus. I apologize in advance if that offends you. I've always said Luca. Could be Lusa. One thing I love about this game, not stingy with gold. If you want to sit and grind, which I do a little bit of grinding, not a lot. If it gets horribly burdensome, I'll do a fast forward or something. I don't think so, though. I don't think it's going to get bad. The game is not stingy with money. Quite easy to afford the next upgrades. Yeah, we got to get her a dart gun. So that took almost all the money, but we're going to pick up quite a bit. It's not really important to have the best armor at this moment. This isn't like Dragon Quest, where I feel armor upgrades are much more important. These nuns are so weird. It's a real killer. If I was crying, I'd be like, ma'am? Ma'am, are you okay? Spouting nonsense. Oh, sparkly. Oh, if she didn't drop that hairpin, we'd have never known, and game over. So I want everyone that enjoys this game, let's take a moment to thank the hairpin. Nah, this fight's not gonna go like I want it to. Most of the time by now I would have the dual tech fire whirl, but Luca doesn't have flame toss yet. She might even get it right after this fight. Usually you can just do a fire whirl, kill 3 of them immediately. But if you let them rampage, they start casting slow on your guys, and it's just a pain in the ass. See? More slow. I mean, I know we have 3D and everything nowadays, but I just want to take a moment to appreciate. Just look at this background. It's so well drawn. The beams of light in the background. Even the music when we walked in. I mean, you're going to hear it after the battle. But it's one of my favorite themes in games. I mean, there's a ton of music in this game that's spectacular. I might even do some parts where I just shut the fuck up and just like let you guys hear the music. Turn it up for you. There we go. Fire whirl. So useful. Oh, look out behind you! Oh! Oh! A frogman with a giant sword. I love this guy. I do rename him Glenn because that is his real name. His default name is Frog. But, I mean, once you play through and you know someone's real name, I just feel like renaming him what he's supposed to be named just does him justice. Makes a few dialogue conflicts in this game, I suppose, but no big deal. Environs. I'm gonna start using that word. My everyday language. Huh, hon, where'd we park the car? Mayhap we search the environs. Oh, this song's great too. See, just from that one fight, we got some good money. We'll get an upgrade before we go into our first, I guess, dungeon, if you want to call it that. So we're going to sell that ether. That gives us a lot of money. I mean, thing is, with items in this game, I don't use them a lot. So ethers are a good thing to sell. There's really only a couple times in the game and one time at the end of the game that I would consider ethers a necessity. But realistically, you can get through this entire game without using them. One of the last bosses in the game steals your MP, so you are going to need some kind of magic restorative. Sleep at the inn. All separate beds. G-rated. We'll do another little save back to Cathedral. We're going to find the ever so secret entrance, keyed by Piano, which Chrono just knew the song for. Crits. Love it. Easily disposed of. So I know like all the dungeons. I'm gonna kick myself for saying this now, but I know everything like backwards, forwards. Now you can talk to the little gremlin guy on the bottom, and he walks to the next secret area, or the secret area that you can find here. A guard, the king and the queen. We're gonna skip over them. Oh, nice little song. I'm not much of a singer, so I would sing it for you, because I love you guys, but actually, that's why I was I'm not gonna sing it for you. So now we got Speed Belt for Luca, who is extremely slow. Speed Belt's a little bit better than the bandana that Chrono first had on, so we'll give her that. I want to fight these guys, so we gotta listen to the song again. See, as I mentioned, Magus is the key bad guy in this era. That's who the humans are fighting. And these are the mystics. These monsters. Magus is the king of the mystics. I'll pipe down everybody who knows the story. Probably like, oh, you're wrong about that. Listen, I know. I'll get to it, I promise. Promise. Fireworld's so good. You can kill these things in one hit with a lot of abilities, but of course, you want to conserve that MP for when you really need it. I'm going to tell you straight up front, I kill everything in this place. In fact, in some dungeons I do that. I like to get that grind in. And while we're here, I kill everything. These guys too. Imagine that! Disguises! Aw, I couldn't reach him. Couldn't get all three. Good enough. Ooh. Nicely done, everyone. Nicely done. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, so we're done with the right half of the little secret rooms, if you want to call them secret rooms. Now they made it so obviously it's not so much random encounters. You've got the guys up front and you can see them. I love it. A lot of games adopted that after this. A lot of games adopted a lot of things this game does. Because it's so fucking delicious. If this game was a food, it'd be macaroni and cheese. We're fucking real. Oh! Them kicks. These guys have a lot of speed. They always like attack first. And this type of monster, perhaps not this color palette, Diablos, are a mainstay throughout most of the game. We'll see them again. Alright, so Frog just learned Slurp Cut, and that led us to another dual tech, which is X Strike, which is great single target damage. At the end of the game, it's just a beastly attack. But that's not to say we're even going to use Chrono and Frog in the end party. The beauty of this game is that at the end you can really use a lot of different combinations. I mean, I think what's mandatory is you just need someone with a good healing ability. Keep shit going. Maiden suit. Because obviously it's a good idea to keep some human armor in here. Oh, the secret Naga Bromide. Bromide. I really don't even know what that is. I think it's like a... not porno, but it's like a pinup, I think. I'm not going to stop this vid right now. I'm not stopping recording to Wikipedia what that is. I'm sorry to say. All I remember is that in Lunar Silver Star Story, you could collect those things, and it showed like the girls in the game kind of like half naked. No nipple, no bush. Just like a little side boob. Oh, steel saber. Sorry, Iron Sword. Or Iron Blade. We only knew you for so long. Dun, 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 power tab. I'm saving those for a very special someone. I give all the power tabs to one person. Just like I give all the magic tabs to one person. And speed tabs are kind of passed around. Keep speed balanced. There's no defense tab or anything. Oh yeah, another rule about dungeons that is like a personal rule for me. I know I told you I kill everything, but sometimes when you go indoors, it kind of fucking resets the monsters. So I'm not gonna like spend time killing ones that I've already killed. It's good enough for me. I'm not that particular. I'm not that OCD where I gotta kill everything over and over, because we'll be here forever. So as long as I kill a certain group of monsters one time, we're good enough. We'll move on. Oh, most devastating attack so far. Bam. See, just in that one battle, 300 gold. It's enough for a new piece of armor. Not stingy with the money. As I said. So run a quick save. Now I have items called shelters. I'm not going to use one yet. We're going to wait until someone gets a little bit lower on the magic points. There we go. Yeah, shelters are like tents in Final Fantasy games. They restore all your MP, all your HP. And they're kind of expensive for the money the game gives you now, but later on, I mean, I think they're 500 gold, or G, whatever you want to call it. We'll say gold. Fight me. Hitting that switch, if you didn't see, lowered the spikes in the middle room. We'll get to that. Got some goddamn treasures to get. Some more treasure to be had. Very exciting. But see the... Wow, nice shot, Luca. Like shot Frog in the head. But I gotta give credit to the game. Like, these are 2D sprites, and anytime you miss in this game, it goes wide. Like, if Chrono swings his katana and it misses, it actually misses. Like, he swings to the left or right of them, or under them, or something. Same with, like, Luca. She shoots to the side. Doesn't, I mean, like, literally misses, even with the graphic. I mean, how cool is that? I think so. Yeah, I didn't know he was gonna crit there. Oh, but she still managed to flame toss what I wanted flame tossed. See? Sword did not come in contact with said enemy at that time, but he missed. Oh, see? Another example. Surprised, actually. Missing is not very common in Chrono Trigger. Not something you're going to see a heck of a lot of. Oh, by the way, tonics are like potions in the Final Fantasy verse. They restore health. There's mid tonics next, and then like full tonics, which are like the best ones. And then heal is the equivalent of like the heal spell in Final Fantasy, which will remove status effects. And there's only maybe, again with heals, I'd say one fight, maybe 2 or 3, that heals are even a factor. Status effects are not a big part of this game. Not really. Combat is fun. I mean, it's a lot of fun to fight battles in this game. That's why I clear everything. I mean, they put the enemies out in front of you so that you can duck and dodge them if you want. Might make bosses a little bit harder. But they're still possible. I've seen speedruns of this game that the characters of the speedrunner are so underleveled. That's what's exciting about watching it to me. I'm just like, how are you going to pull this off with characters that low? But they do it. Love me some speedruns. There we go. Get these 3 guys all in one shot. Oh no, Chrono's out of MP. That's alright. I'm going to be going back to the save point that we visited earlier. Pop shelter and we'll be good to go. Another piano. Alright, we got Iron Sword for the frog. Mr. Glenn. Alright, spoiler a little bit. I can't hold it anymore. I gotta tell you guys. I do use Frog at the end of the game. He is one of my last final characters. He's one of my final 3. Because he's just so great. How do you not love this guy? Full recharge. And a save. Do you see that? I have like 3,300 gold. Oh, look at this. Nice and bunched together, and you know what that means. Maybe I should have gone into that a little more. Basically, everyone learns techniques and eventually magic. And they all have different ranges and things. So the relative ranges of monsters to each other is important. Like some abilities hit groups of enemies, like a flame or fire whirl, as you've been seeing me use. Some abilities hit in a horizontal line. Some hit in a line from the character to a certain target, so it'll hit everything on the way. So these guys are close. And you hit them both. And I guess I should have gone into that too, being the first episode. These techniques have predetermined combos that you can perform with other party members. So right now, I have 2 of these dual techs. Chrono can take Cyclone, and Frog, or Glenn, can take Slurp Cut and make X-Strike, which you're going to see on the coming boss. Luca can take, what is it called? Fire Throw? Flame Toss. Yes, Flame Toss. Chrono can take Cyclone and make Fire Whirl. And these are pivotal to this game. Towards the end of the game, or later in the game, there's even triples, which do a lot of damage. In some cases, thousands of damage, which is big for this game. Another save point. I'm not going to blow another shelter. We have pretty much all our MP. Over 5,000 golds. This is important dialogue. I'm gonna shoosh. So behind the kidnapping was Yakra, disguised as the palace chancellor. Ain't he cute? Looks like a colon parasite or something. He's annoying too. He has a counterattack. If he's far enough away from all your party members, there's X-Strike. Love it. It actually stays relevant the whole game. X-Strike is great. See, there's that annoying counterattack. Doesn't do a hell of a lot of damage, as you can see. But when he starts getting close... See, there you go. Too close. Can't counterattack. Maybe there's a strategy or something. I just ignore the damage because it's low. Some people, maybe they like to wait until he gets close. But this guy is not particularly hard. We don't have to sit here and theory craft some crazy strategy. He's fucking easy. Watch him whoop his ass. Oh, wouldn't it be so embarrassing if I lost? I'd laugh. And I know I'm gonna shoot myself for saying this, not literally, but I haven't gotten a game over in Chrono Trigger in... I've beaten this game like maybe 25 times from beginning to end. Because again, favorite game, obsessed little, yeah. That's why I'm doing this LP. But I don't think I've gotten a game over since I was like a child. It's not the most challenging game. I mean, some fights you gotta know maybe like a trick to it, like Son of the Sun or Son of Sun, and you'll see that's way later. Certain tactics, but once you know them, then you're absolutely fine. Tactic for this guy: speed the shit out of him. Hit him with everything you got. There you go, death. Beat him so bad, fucking disintegration. You ever beat somebody so bad that they just disappear in real life? If you do, you're probably wanted for murder. I'd rather you not watch my video, you murderer. As you can see, she looks identical to Nadia, because she is the same exact sprite. Oh, it's the real Chancellor! I tried to guess. One of them is Treasure, and one of them is the Chancellor. These two chests. And if you just take the mid-ether, and then just leave, he's like, oh, you forgot me, and he runs and chases after you. Important dialogue. Keywords: criminal justice system. It's pretty sexist. The king's throne is like so much taller than the queen's. I mean, both of them are excess in size. But his is like, oh, I gotta have my fucking throne bigger than yours. And see those guys over there? They were still gossiping. I've been gone for like 40 minutes. And nobody cared. But we got Nadia back. We like reversed history. She just wanted to be like normal peoples. Oh, shit. The Princess Jasmine connection is really starting to come together. Maybe in the second episode I will reveal which one came out first. I think this game came out before Aladdin. But she has that Princess Jasmine clothing. Maybe a little less revealing than Jasmine's clothing. But pretty close. And she is a princess that wanted to leave the castle. Oh man, that's a mindfuck. My mind's blown. Play a game for like all your life. And then you just realize this shit now. So there's a solid benefit to doing these. And unfortunately, we say goodbye to Glenn for a while. And he's just so awesome. But we got quite a ways until we're going to see him again. Aww. Well, you know, before we go, might as well get a free meal. We could snag some treasure, too. So here, you can order one of those little salads in the bottom right there the soldier's eating. You can have a chili, or lava soup, or whatever the fuck it is. Or you can have one of these. That's what I'm talking about. Fucking meat and rocks. You get your shit back for free. And you get to steal the ether out of the kitchen. Oh, so many crimes. But crime is for the next chapter. You people have played this before, know what I'm fucking talking about. On the way back, I'm going to instigate these fights. Get a little bit of experience for Nadia. These fights are easy peasy. Just get her a little bit up to speed. Not like it matters. Like I said, grinding is not mandatory. But why not? Kill some easy bluebirds with wet red propeller heads. Now, Chrono just learned Slash, which there's a really good use for it in a boss fight coming. Excellent use. But beyond that, I don't really use Slash a lot. Maybe there's some great meaning to it. Maybe there's something with Slash that I don't know about. Like it's super good against certain fucking dudes, but I just think it's kind of crappy. But it's a good move in a boss fight that you'll see later. Skip those guys, who cares? It's a mandatory fight here anyway. With Poli. That drop kick right in the tit. No wonder they're fighting the Mystics. They're rude. Kicking a woman in the chest is unforgivable. Oh yeah, Lucas theme. Do your dance. Boom. Gate. Key term. These blue holes are gates. Try not to forget. Oh, so now we got a gate key. Because obviously, Luca, you just fixed a hole in time, which is like a miracle in and of itself. Butterfly effect. Yada. So obviously you're going to want to make a key that can use more gates. Luca probably has a mad hard-on for this shit though. She's probably already thinking about like, oh, where can I go next? I'm gonna go all throughout history and learn. Learning's fun. I've got some work to do. AKA, I'm gonna figure out how to go zipping around through time. Because I want to learn. Nothing to see here. I mean, I'm skipping a lot of mini games. We will do some fair shit later. Do not worry. I'll do Beckler's Lab later, which is a mini game. And hopefully I don't mess up on camera, because it's like one of those games. Well, I'm going to end here. Thanks for watching part 1 of Chrono Trigger. And I'll be back with another 50 minute to 1 hour episode next time. Thanks for watching As a Gameplay. Peace out.